hold the brush by the rear section of the handle, with the switch within reach of your index finger. Switch on the Wipic. The right action consists of positioning the head of the brush a few centimetres away from the area to be painted, then allowing it to glide slowly until contact is made with the moulding. Brush angle is important. If it's too straight or too flat, you lose all the brush's precision. The right position is in between the two, at an angle of roughly 45 degrees. The moulding serves as a guide, allowing the Wipic to move forward. The vibrations allow the paint to be transferred and aid movement. On your first attempt, don't apply too much paint to the brush and wipe it well. It's easier to cope with a lack of paint, by taking a little more, than to deal with too much paint, which could overload the brush. Don't be afraid to touch lightly against the surface adjacent to the one being painted. Rather than viewing it as your enemy, you should use it as a guide. This is the Wipic principle, as the vibrations naturally deposit paint on the other surface. The whole of the head should make contact, nice and flat. In order to maintain constant and uniform contact with the surface to be painted, the amount of pressure you exert on the Wipic is important. Insufficient pressure and the paint will not be applied, or only partially, while too much pressure will cause the paint to overlap onto the other surface. The pressure should be light, sufficient and constant. With the aid of the vibrations, widen the area covered. By switching off the vibrating action, the Wipic can be used as a normal brush. To remove the head, hold the brush by its front section. Soon it will become second nature and you'll be able to use the Wipic in all situations, with your right or left hand, on horizontal and vertical surfaces, or even at 45 degrees, like when painting a stairwell. After a few minutes practice, you will be painting like a professional, and with time, you will acquire your own personal technique.